In our book feature this morning, we review Letshego Tau's latest book titled How the Economic Slave Master Defeated the Black Man, What Black Excellence Can Do About It. In this book, Letshego reflects on the power of Mama Afrika to her children and the stories that were never told about the many valuable lessons she left for the African child. Letshego is on Zoom and joins us now to tell us more. Good morning, Letshego. Tell us a little bit about what propelled you to write this book. What's the inspiration behind it?
Good morning, viewers. Letshego Tau is an author and a publisher based in Bloemfontein. One of the reasons why I wrote this book, I saw the inequality, that is happening in Africa, and I did some form of the research as to where does Africa come from, what happened, back then. And I realized that, Africa is a very rich country. And as a result, it's a continent that Africans do not actually know that their treasure that it actually holds. And as a result, I felt like I need to write something because my work, it gets celebrated in school. It gets celebrated in libraries. Then I felt like, let me write, some content that will actually, inspire somebody out there who's an African who doesn't know what is it that we have as a continent of Africa.
Now, the title can be taken out of context. Speak to us about the significance behind this title.
As I have titled the book, How the Economic Slave Master Defeated a Black Man and What the Black Excellence Can Do About it. By referring to a slave master is any person who is able to actually understand how you think, irrespective of their color. And as soon as they have understand your thinking, they are able to actually control you. And by controlling you, you liberate them that where you are as a person, you're not actually growing to the best of your ability. And this can happen in the form of securing a job. And in that particular job, what you do is you're working hard for whoever that you're working for, and you are liberating this person to get further, and then they are already actually giving you what you deserve. So as a result, the slave master is actually anyone who is actually reading how your mind works, and as a result, they take advantage of your things.
Now, you say that you wrote this book at the time when economies of the world are in trying times and there's a lack of hope, especially for from Africans. Tell us more about this.
Why I wrote this book during this time, I actually wrote the book in January, and it was published, I think, around June. I felt like in South Africa law, we are faced with the rand that is actually depreciating. And as a result, everything that used to be at a particular price last year, it has skyrocketed. And people are unemployed. And as a result, we are not actually a productive country. And looking at Africa at large, we are actually, feeling the pinch. When the oil goes up, what happens is that it has, a very big impact on our currency, and we find ourselves, exposed. So while I wrote the book, I felt like as an African, we need to change, our thinking. We need to find a way as to how do we produce something that is raw? How do we even process whatever that we produce so that we can own the value chain? Because what is happening now, whatever that we are able to extract from our ground, it gets, moved away at a fraction of, nothing. And then when it comes back, it's already, built up together, and we buy it expensively. And as a result, I'm trying to say to a reader out there, look at a business where you are able to actually start something from afresh, and then you take, the value chain of whatever that you are doing, and you even, produce whatever that you produce as a South African product, and you actually look at possibility of exporting what you are doing. Because I've met a lot of entrepreneurs, and they are inspired actually about creating their own stuff, and as a result, I encourage them to actually take ownership, because with the title of the book, how the slave master defeated a black man and what black excellence can do about it, I've learned that whoever that is actually leading the economies, they are controlling the whole value chain, and they are in control of their ownership. So with the book, I'm trying to actually inspire the readers out there, especially the youth of South Africa and Africa at large, to take, the baton by their hands and, creating from nothing and owning the entire value chain.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that you also touch on is how you say that Africans should stop discriminating against each other. Tell us a little bit about that.
What I've learned, growing up in a small town, I come from, a small town called Vietnam. What happened is that, growing up, one would realize that if another dear brother of mine, gets ahead before me, I have this, pulling down syndrome, where I would be looking at him that I wish that he can fail. And as a result, I saw that it is something that is growing in small towns. It's growing everywhere in Africa, where you find that if you're an African and then you start something you want to grow, we're not supporting each other. And there's this notion where, as Africans, we think that we are foreigners as Africans inside of, the very same Africa, where, we should be able to actually share everything that is in Africa, where we can work together and, improve one another.
Yeah.
Because, another guy in Ghana is good with something that I'm not good with. If we can create, argument with one another, we can get far.
All right, Letshego, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the book. That's our Saturday morning guest author, Letshego Tau, and we've been discussing his new book titled How the Economic Slave Master Defeated the Black Man.